Good morning, beautiful souls. How are you today? So, today is the morning after the full moon, and I want to know, how is everyone doing? How was the night? What happened? How many times did you wake up? For how long could you not sleep? Was it a peaceful night? Was it a restoring night? Share with me in the comment. I'd love to hear. And I found that actually last night, for the first time in a very long time, I found the full moon's energy to be very peaceful. It was quite a rocky one before the full moon, but about maybe 4 or 5 days before the full moon, I felt the energy kind of building up, building up. But last night, as I went outside and I stood under the full moon's shine, I could feel such peace spreading through my body. So I'd love to know, how did you experience it? Whether there was more that you did last night, whether there was any release that you did last night. Um, it is so important for us to keep giving things back to the universe when we are done with them, because to keep them in our space basically just means that we allow them to still energetically affect our lives. And that basically then translates into, I allow this. So the universe will send more of that into your space. And so when you are done with something, guys, even though you might feel sad letting it go, and I feel, whoo, you could feel the breath, right? Whoo. So my heart feels heavy and my throat is sore. So where is any of you holding on to something because you are sad to let it go? There is a great amount of sadness that I'm feeling. And where are you maybe afraid to speak up, and you holding yourself back from speaking up because my throat is really, really sore? And so be mindful of this, guys, because if you are holding on to something that is energetically already done, then you are creating resistance for something new to come into your space. You are basically saying, I don't want the new stuff, which is very often better than the old stuff. It has to be, because it's a progression on the journey, right? So where do you not feel worthy of receiving the new? Where are you feeling that maybe the universe doesn't give what you are asking for, where you don't believe, where you maybe still need to work on the trust, because the trust comes within. And it's not about us saying, oh yeah, I trust, I trust. When I started doing this journey, I remember still, I lived in a small suburb called Sunninghill, and I loved it there. Really, my daughter and I absolutely loved it there. And I remember walking in the Chili Lane shopping center every single month, full of fear. I was suffocating with fear because I didn't know how I'm gonna make the month payments and everything. And I remember reciting, and I'm using the word very wisely here, I remember reciting, I trust the universe will provide for me. I have all the trust that my needs are met, and I know that the universe backs me up, and blah, 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 right? And I just did all of this, and I would recite it month on month on month, and nothing would ever change. I'll end up in the same place, in the same paralyzing fear that I'm not looked after, because I didn't really trust the universe. I wanted to so desperately, because I wanted my life to become a little bit easier, but I didn't trust it with my heart. And this is such a beautiful opportunity for the next couple of days, guys, to start going into your affirmations and really feeling into them. And you have to say them like a broken record until you feel the shift. It's not enough to say them once. That's not how it works. You have to say them until you feel the energetic shift within your body, until you feel the energy almost like shifting into the true peace and serenity and complete surrender within your body. That's what you need to look for. Until then, you are reciting something that you desperately want to work, which means that energetically you believe that it's not and you don't have it. Okay. So I'm still feeling that heaviness. Ooh, maybe drop me a comment. Put a comment in there if this is you guys, and it's okay, right? We are all going through this collectively. We're going through this together. You are not alone. This is a tribe of people that we bring together to do this journey together, to support one another. So there is nothing wrong with you admitting that you are going through this. It's okay. That's why you are watching my videos, I would assume. But you know, the full moon's energy is really potent for 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after the full moon. So this is actually such a beautiful way of the universe to support us, because we have 7 days to work with the full moon's energy. We have 7 days to release what no longer serves us. So we cannot say, oh, I wasn't available on the night of the full moon. That's an excuse. So if you are the one that's using this excuse, and my throat stopped paining. So there is some of you guys here that are stuck in making excuses. And this is not a negative feedback. If you have been watching my videos and you've been part of my talks, you would know that I'm very direct and I cannot be any other way. So you will either like it and appreciate it, or you will leave, and that's okay, right? We all are on our path here for a reason, and the path will look exactly what it needs to look like for you. But if you are someone that finds an excuse for everything, for making any changes, leaving relationships, leaving toxic workplaces, then I would like you to take the next couple of days just to be aware of it. Catch yourself. And you can still carry on with the excuse. That's not the point. But I want you to be more aware, more mindful of it. Because when you become more mindful, you can basically start shifting that, start changing that by choosing differently. Right? So you can still make the excuse, but then maybe the next time you catch yourself, you might change the excuse, or you might no longer make the excuse for why you are staying. And you might actually go deeper into, what is the reason why I'm staying? What is the reason why I don't say enough? What is the reason why I don't put my boundaries down? And go a little bit deeper, guys, because this is really such an amazing opportunity for you to start. Okay, so they're giving me that this is an opportunity for you to take the next leap, the next step in your journey, and they are here supporting you. The angels are with you guys every single day, and they also giving me a message that you are not paying attention to the messages that they are sending to you. So you are probably receiving a whole lot of different ways of the angels telling you that they are here with you and you are not alone, and you are not tuned in with those messages. So this might be butterflies around you. This might be feathers on your pathway, literally a feather in front of you on the path. And if you know me personally, you will know I have feathers everywhere. I have feathers in my diary. I have feathers in my pot plants at home. I have feathers in the car. Here it is, actually. Right? I have feathers literally everywhere because I collect them. I appreciate the messages. I appreciate the support. So every time I see a feather, I acknowledge it and I say thank you, because in that moment, the energy that I am then vibrating at is high. I feel loved. I feel supported. I don't feel alone. But it is about you acknowledging those messages from your angels. So I love this. I mean, we are receiving so many lovely messages from the angels, and I really do feel that for some of you this full moon was absolutely transformational. So please let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know what's been happening for you, what you've experienced last night, if the energy did feel peaceful, or if maybe it was still triggering some stuff for you. And what did you do? How did you deal with it? Maybe share with us what your ritual is for full moon. I'd love to know, guys. Share it with everybody else on this group so that we can learn from one another. Maybe there is something in your ritual that I need to start doing, or I'd love to know about, and maybe implement it in my future. And there might be other people that your comments can really help, and that your comments can change someone else's life for the better. And that is a privilege that I want every one of you to have, to be able to change another person's life for the better, because there is no better feeling than that, guys. So please walk the earth today with a smile on your face, even if you don't feel it, because when you smile at someone, you don't know what you are doing to them. You don't know how much encouragement you give them to make that step, to change their lives. You don't know how much the person might need the smile to make them feel worthy and loved and supported. So please walk around with a smile on your face today. Greet strangers around you, because we are here to spread the positive energy and vibes. So I'm very grateful to be part of this amazing tribe that I call the Beautiful Souls, because you really are. Take care and have a beautiful day.